Hey guys, welcome to Hood's Custom Shop. So guys, today the first thing I want to touch on is how the heck do I hook up my wires right here. Guys, they used red, yellow, and black. All right, that is not common color coding. All right, it is, I guess, for inverters. So real quickly, red is your power wire, yellow is your ground, and black is your common. All right, so the way you're going to hook that up inside a breaker panel is your red will come in here to your main breaker. All right, your orange will come up to the insulated bus bar, which is insulated from your outside box right here. And the white and green, which is our ground, comes over here to this bus bar, which is bolted straight to the housing right here. Okay, so then you're going to have your cords coming out. Typically, you're going to have green, black, and white. Okay, so white will actually come up here to your common, which is where your orange wire comes from your inverter over here. So common is white going into these cords right here. Green is your ground right here. And black will actually come out of these breakers right here, your power wires. All right. So looking at our plug-in right here, power or your black wire, your black wire will go right here on this side with it facing you. Your white wire, which is your common, goes to this side over here. And your green goes to the green lug, or your ground goes to the green lug right down here. That's how you hook that up. And that is on this UQing reliable electric pure sine wave inverter, 12 volt, 2000 watt. All right. Over here we have our Rich Solar 40 amp MPPT charge controller. Our solar panels, we have 3 200 watt solar panels up on the roof. We got a 20 amp, I think it is, fuse up there that came with the kit. So those wires come down right here. They're all zip tied to the wall, nice and tidy. The power side, I've got a breaker right here. I just got a 40 amp breaker. It's kind of overkill, but yeah, I'll probably never have to replace that. That is just so I can push the button and disconnect power from the solar panels coming into my charge controller. All right, so then we have power wire coming out right here, going to, it actually comes up right here, comes down into the breaker, which comes down, goes into the batteries, and then the batteries, your negative coming up right here, and a positive coming up from batteries to right here. And in the future, I'm actually going to put another breaker in between this right here and the batteries and everything, which I really don't have to have that because I can just simply pull the fuses out right here and that disconnects everything. So right down here is your lugs for connecting all of your ground wires coming into this cord right here that goes to the back of the bus, and then your lugs on the sides right there and right there. That's your positive. Okay, and those come down here and go into the cord going to the back of the bus. This cord right here actually was reused from underneath the bus. This is what carried power to the rear of the bus for the air conditioning system. So lots of really nice heavy gauge wires in there, and there was plenty for me to reuse it and have it go through the inside of the bus instead of outside. So that's really awesome right there. I was able to have that and not have to go buy extra wire. Right here we got the ground wire going to the 12 volt cooler over here. The positive wire going to the 12 volt cooler. Now that Igloo 12 volt cooler right there, you can get at most any truck stop. They probably still look pretty much like that. This is a really old one that I had in my semi truck for many years. It pulls about 64 watts usually at 13.2 volts or so. That is probably my biggest power draw on this whole system is that cooler right there. Now this 2000 watt 12 volt inverter, super nice. It's one of the lowest idle, what do they call it? The draw or the amps on the draw is super low on these, and that's why I went with that. Now, you might want to go with a 3000 watt, but I figured, you know what, 2000 is going to suit me just fine for my setup and what I'm powering. Another thing you want to do is connect a ground wire to the ground lug on your inverter directly to the chassis of your bus. This is not exactly the right way to do it. I used a self-tapping screw, and I have wood right here, which, you know, could be a fire problem, you know, so don't do it exactly like I did. I will eventually get it actually attached to this right here. I just hooked it up right there real quick just so we have a ground. But I'm not going to leave it like that, okay? Just so you guys know. All right, my batteries are lithium iron phosphate. That is the Life, LiFePO4. Li is lithium, Fe ferrous, which is iron, and PO4 is phosphate. Okay, that's what the Life PO4 stands for. I realize a lot of people don't know that that's what the Life PO4 is lithium iron phosphate. 12.8 volts, 200 amp hours. These are the zooms right here. I know these recently went up in price, you guys, but I tell you what, I am so happy that I got these, especially when they were at a lower cost. But these are really great batteries. There's a lot of knockoffs out there that are exactly the same as these right here. These right here, I believe, do not have the heating element inside them. And I don't know if they have the temperature protection on them to keep them from charging when they're too cold. So one thing you want to do is have these inside where the temperature is maintained, and you keep these warm, and you shouldn't have any issues, which I plan on keeping it nice and warm in the bus while I'm living in here. So that's all I know about this system right now. I do not know a whole lot about solar, but as you guys can see, even a novice at this can get it done. Now, I just wanted to point out the hardwiring on this inverter. That was the biggest problem I had with this entire system, was trying to figure out which of those wires went where, and you would think they would put that in the manual. It is not in the manual. So I know there's going to be a lot of you guys out there looking for this information. So anyways, I hope you will subscribe to the channel, because every time I run into an issue like this on whatever project I'm doing, I put a video out on it to answer those questions for you guys, because that is one of the single greatest things about YouTube, is that you can learn literally anything on YouTube in just a matter of minutes. Okay, so I want to thank you guys for spending your time watching my video. Hope you will subscribe, smash the thumbs up. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.